Well, today we're bringing something new to the channel that Dillon said we had to cover. So if it's not very good, blame him on this episode of
Mail or Fire.
I am your host, Thundy, and I am joined by my most excellent co-host today.
What's up? I'm Shades.
And I'm Dillon. Thank you very much.
And we are Cyber School Media. Now, Shades and I are not familiar with the artist here today or this song. So, Dillon, would you like to introduce us to this artist and then we'll get into it?
So this is an artist that completely caught me off guard. Little out of my wheelhouse typically, but the way he does things, I was just instantly hooked. And he's become probably one of my favorite artists of the last year or so. This is his new single.
So Dillon decided today to bring us country and get controversial. Dillon, why would you do this to us?
Okay, so the country element's the part I struggle with because like by no means am I a fan of country music. This guy's like just a true performer, right? He's got a lot of rock elements, singer-songwriter, old school, like outlaw country. It's wild, man. Like the vibes are just, it's different. It hits me like nothing really ever has. And it's the closest to country I'll get, but I'll still deny that it's country.
It's got to be decent because you paid money to go see this guy. So
Yeah, the most I've ever paid to see an artist, I paid $150 a ticket to see Steven Wilson Jr. And it's been hands down the best show of all the. I'm in the hundreds. I think I'm up over 200 artists I've seen live, and he put on the best show I've ever seen.
did you get to shake his hand?
He did come through the crowd. He plays guitar the whole time. Phenomenal musician. So his hands were occupied, but he did cut through us. So close.
That's about what Shades and I paid for Stapleton at CHI. So, and
Yeah,
Stapleton's a phenomenal musician.
So you get it,
We
right?
did
Like,
not get to shake his hand.
You know that like country adjacency, there's talent there that just can't be denied. So regardless of genre, this is my dude.
And I prefer, when I do get country, to be outlaw country. But every time I hear that word, or that phrase, Dillon, have you seen Archer?
The old rotoscoped animated series?
Perhaps?
Yes.
What about Shades?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Charlene gets turned into, she gets turned into the country star, and she's always like, outlaw country! That's what I hear every single time I hear that phrase.
I don't think it means what she thinks it means.
All I was going to say is whenever I hear Archer, all I think is, Lana!
Phrasing! Anyways, let's get into this one today and stop wasting people's time. All right, Dillon, let the people know what you brought us today.
We got the brand new single, Preacher's Kid by Steven Wilson Jr.
You find my text this morning in the 15th chapter of St. Luke.
Preacher's kid don't give a damn about you or Jesus. He's got cocaine on his nose, thinks no one sees it. Yeah, he's a special kind of phony. Says he's working on his testimony. But later he'll ride a cloud to send a hero on a horse. And I'll make his daddy proud again and take off with the torch. With all his cars, and all his cares, and all his demons. Preacher's kid don't give a damn about you or Jesus.
All right, well, you know what this makes me think of, Dillon?
What's that?
All I'm asking you is for an 8-ball and $2 million.
Little righteous gemstones.
little bit of Uncle Baby Billy, a little bit of misbehaving Dillon.
Are you gonna question my character?
Lyrically, he's from a Pentecostal town in Indiana. Grew up observing a lot of religion. So when he was an adult, and he's a great storyteller and orator, like through his shows. So he'll tell you a lot about his upbringing and his background. But yeah, when he was old enough to escape that and formulate his own ideas, he's pretty big on exposing some of the hypocrisy and things like that he witnessed growing up. So this is probably somebody he knows, I would assume, or someone he knows. Yeah, musically, man, what I'm talking about, he's a rock star. He plays a nylon string acoustic, which isn't super common. You get a really cool tone from that. And he plays that the whole show, never puts it down. The dude's phenomenally talented. And then you got this dude, Scotty Boy Murray, on that slide guitar. They play this in a rock and roll style, man. They're like living it up, larger than life rock stars, and they're doing this like country adjacent thing. And instantly, man, every time he puts a song out, I got to see what it is. I got to go down that rabbit hole. He debuted this live, so I have heard it in a live setting.
I was going to say, did you hear this?
I did live, yes. This is the first time I've heard it in the studio version, but man, it's as good as it was then.
It's definitely no country. I'll give it that at least.
No, he's got his own thing, man.
And as far as like who he was talking about, like I was totally thinking Hunter, but it's definitely not that guy.
Yeah. But no, dude, he's cool. He plays it, like I said, that nylon string acoustic. He's got this signature look, man. He's wearing Adidas. He's wearing ball cap, cargo pants. Like he has his own style. He doesn't conform. He doesn't look like anybody else out there doing it. And he kind of came up with Hardy. You know, Hardy's kind of a similar artist as far as defying genres a little bit. So yeah, you'll get a little bit of that here.
I could see that.
That was kind of going to be what I was going to kind of relate it to. And we haven't covered him in a long time, and that did really well. So maybe we'll have to throw him back in the rotations.
Yeah,
but
I think Stephen Wilson Jr. is actually in the Jim Bob video. I think he's his,
really?
FBI cohort. So
it definitely has a lot of Southern rock twang and some country influence, but like old school outlaw country type of influence. And so it's a little grungier, a little grittier, and I'm digging it so far. It definitely has some Righteous Gemstone vibes about the character he's talking about. As someone who grew up with a lot of preacher's kids, I would say most of them were actually quite ornery. We'll just put it that way. A lot of them got into a lot of shenanigans that I may have been around for some of. Most of them were like that. Not all, but most of them were a little rambunctious, shall we say.
I would agree to that because I grew up around preacher's kids too. So like, yeah, I get it.
100% fact checked and approved. So that's Stephen Wilson Jr. there.
Okay.
Riding shotgun with Hardy. So yeah, they do a song together on the Father Son album, the big breakthrough album from Stephen Wilson Jr. called Father Son, and it will make the sturdiest men cry. So I'll put that out there.
Noise demons, preacher's kid don't give a damn about you or Jesus. He'll cut an 8-ball on the side so he gets by and high for free. Keeps a hill in his sock at all times so God and his mama can't see. He's a Wednesday night youth leader, Sunday morning tongue speaker, a couple of the school teacher, swear it's like nobody knows. That preacher's kid don't give a damn about you or Jesus. He's got cocaine on his nose, thinks no one sees it. Yeah, he's a special kind of phony, says he's working on his testimony, but later he'll ride down to sin hell without a scourge. And he'll make his daddy proud again and take off with the torch. No his cars, no his cash, no his demons. Preacher's kid don't give a damn about you or Jesus.
Okay, musically, this is really, really good today. Definitely some lyrics for some things that I have not all completely relatable, but a few parts of it.
No, dude, he's just a gifted songwriter, man. Like I said, I fell into this rabbit hole. The origin story for this is I heard him cover Stand By Me, and it's kind of what really put him on the map. He does it in a very unique way. That particular song is very special to myself and my family. Growing up is a favorite movie of mine. One of my cousins, a little bit older than me, it was his favorite film, favorite song. When he passed away in high school, they played it at his funeral. So whenever we hear a good version of that, like it just has a sentimental, it just really kind of pulls the heartstrings a little bit. And then I started going down that rabbit hole.
So you're saying we should cover that one of these.
Dude, it's a beautiful cover. And like I said, he's not just singing it like Benny King. He's doing it in his own style. Like I said, he's out there in this ratty old cardigan, his ball cap, and that nylon string acoustic that he bought on Craigslist for like $100. And That's what started his career.
An 8-ball on the side so he gets by and high for free. Keeps a halo in his sock at all times so his God and mama can't see. Got some good storytelling here, Dillon.
Oh, like I said, man, the whole package too, just music, and then again seeing him live and the way he just commands a crowd, it's amazing. He's a super chill guy. I've seen some footage. He was in Kansas City for a fundraising event with Paul Rudd, and watching those two just talk back and forth was super cool.
Oh, I love Paul Rudd, dude. That would have been
dude.
awesome.
I'll have to send you the clips for that because it was hilarious. Yeah, he's like, Paul Rudd called and he's like, hey, my mom will send you an email. Let's do this thing. He's like, yeah. And then his sister kept calling me.
He's the Wednesday night youth leader, Sunday morning tongue speaker, hooked up with a school teacher. Swear it's like nobody knows. Damn, Dillon!
He's calling him out. He's exposing them.
We now that you've said that he's from where he's from, the Sunday morning tongue speaker makes a lot more sense because the Pentecostals definitely dive into that side of things a lot deeper than most.
Yeah, that's
What do you mean? Because nobody knows?
What they're saying, Shades.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very vocal about that upbringing, and a little trivia about him. And a lot of people that if they know who he is, they know a little bit of his backstory. But he's a scientist, and the way he tells it was when he graduated high school, he's like, "Man, the biggest middle finger to religion I thought was science." So he became a scientist out of spite.
Noise cash, noise demons. Preacher's kid don't give a damn about you or Jesus. He's always a naughty youth leader, Sunday morning tongue speaker, hooked up with a school teacher, swear it's like nobody knows. He's always a naughty youth leader, Sunday morning tongue speaker, hooked up with a school teacher, swear it's like nobody knows. That's right. That's right. He's always a naughty youth leader, Sunday morning tongue speaker, hooked up with a school teacher, swear it's like nobody knows. 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 Preacher's kid don't give a damn about you or Jesus. Preacher's kid don't give a damn about you or Jesus. Preacher's kid don't give a damn about you or Jesus. Now preacher's kid don't give a damn about you or Jesus. That preacher's kid don't give a damn about you or Jesus. No, 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 he don't. No, 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 he don't. No, 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 he don't.
Amen.
So all I want to say is, now just imagine just be like, all right, now just stand there for a while for this lyric video. just stand there, and we're just gonna have you stand there.
I wish they had like a proper video for this because his videos, if you go into his catalog, they're cinematic as can be, beautifully shot. He's got some really cool stuff, some pretty intense subject matter. He's got a song called "The Holler from the Holler." Got a really interesting take on this kid growing up as a wild child, and there's a church involved in that one as well. His music video for Gary, his last hit single, got Gary Sinise in it. It's super cool. Yeah, he pulls off a bank heist and goes and gives all the money to the fine folk at the trailer park.
Spoilers, Dillon.
Just kidding. I've never seen it.
See, I was gonna say that this lyric video or whatever was kind of like spot on, because like, you know, preacher's kid doesn't give a damn about your Jesus. Like I've known some people that would burn some shit down and then just stand there and be like, what happened?
Yeah.
And maybe there is a video coming and we're just a little early. We'll move on over here. That was Stephen Wilson Jr., Preacher's Kid. Our very first time for Shades and I being exposed to him and any of his music, and the first time that we've covered him on this channel. So, we'll let you guys know what else is going on this week later in the video, but for right now, since Dillon brought us this today, it's already pretty obvious what he thought. Go ahead and let us know what your thoughts are, Dillon, in detail.
In full detail. No, this is fire. Super stoked. Like I said, hearing it live, it is more of a rock track from him. Like I said, he's got an interesting mix. He's got a little bit of old school country stuff. He's got some rock stuff. This is one of the heavier tracks he's got, and I'm super stoked to have this be the first exposure to you guys for Stephen Wilson Jr. It's an easy fire. Like I said, loved it live. Hearing the studio version's phenomenal. Just the band he puts together. His drummer's amazing. Absolutely phenomenal drummer. Thundy, you would love the way this dude plays. Instead of a traditional guitar player, you got Stephen Wilson Jr. on that nylon string acoustic. You got Scotty Boy Murray on that slide guitar, which is super strong and like a driving instrument in his music. So his stage setup, everything about his performance is just super thought out. The placement, the decorations on stage, the Lady of Guadalupe logo that he's got on his hat and his backdrop. Everything's very specific and meticulous. And the dude's just as charismatic as can be. The song Gary, which was his last hit, when he plays it live, it felt like a 20-minute guitar part. He just walks around the whole venue. The balcony, comes down, walks through the crowd. Just an entertainer through and through, and just the most humble, cool guy up there on the microphone. So I'm glad I got to bring it to you guys and to our subscribers as well.
All right, Shades, what doth ye say today?
I'm gonna go with fire because it wasn't super country, and I'm kind of over country. Like, I had enough of it growing up as a kid, and I can do without it. I'm gonna have to correct Thundy though, because I know there is one other song that I've heard by this man, but I don't remember the name of it. Doesn't count?
It all counts.
Yeah, this was fire, like I said, because it wasn't country. It was relatable, because I do know some of those kids that he's probably talking about. So they're not my friends. I'm going there, but I'd kind of like to see him live now too. Like, it sounded pretty good.
Well, I guess Dillon needs an answer from me right now, don't you?
I'm listening.
You're listening close, Dillon.
I'm listening close.
How close are you listening?
I'm trying to figure out if you give a damn about me or Jesus.
I do about both of you, Dillon. Stop it. But this was fire, okay? This is fire. I didn't know what to expect, because, you know, I knew it wasn't going to be your typical country or your bro country, because that's not where you're going to find Dillon given his time when he's got very little of it to give to things. So the fact that he was going to this, and I'm like, well, gotta be something here. It was very enjoyable. Now, musically, it really won me over. Like, I'm definitely now very interested in the rest of his music, and the song that you were talking about earlier. Might have to take a look at some of that stuff, and we might have to cover some more of him in the future. We'll have to see, but it was very enjoyable. Now, like I said, I've definitely known several Preacher's Kids. One of my best friends growing up was one, and we got into a whole lot of shenanigans, but, you know, it is what it is. And I've definitely talked about my thoughts about where I'm at in my beliefs and my thoughts on organized religion on this channel, and they're not here for this video. That's not the place for it, but some of you all know that are regulars, so we're not condemning anything over here, but certain types of individuals, like you might see on something like a Righteous Gemstones. That's what we got for y'all today. Let us know in the comments whether you this was a fail, fire, or just plain mid. We have a few things coming up this week, but we started out our week On Sunday with a behind the rinse stream that was a whole lot of fun. And then Monday, what did we drop, Dylan?
We dropped our first Cyber Skull Eats video.
It's a Brighton UK pizza video, so go check that one out. Rumor has it the next one drops next week, Dylan.
I might have seen some footage.
And then tomorrow we're doing some Skinner Brothers. And what one it is, I guess, I don't know. Maybe you'll know now by now. Maybe you won't. And then on Saturday, it's a short week this week of videos, but on Saturday, what are we doing, Shades?
What are we doing Saturday?
Yeah.
What is it? War Pigs by Ren?
Finally.
By the Big Pusha.
Oh,
Yeah.
Finally.
So
We've been sitting on that one for a minute.
Sunday, we may or may not have a live stream with a guest. We will let you guys know when we can confirm something. So, like and subscribe. We had a good time today because we're who, Dylan?
Cyber Skull Media.
This was What Shades?
fail or fire.
And we'll absolutely keep bringing you the heat all week long. Bye.
Later.